Welcome, and thanks for watching. We're about to start a Let's Replay of Subnautica. The first time round, we had so much fun, we thought, let's give it another go. So, without further ado, let's jump in.
Attention. Hull failure imminent. All personnel abandon ship. Launch in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's not good. Ah! Right. In control? I'm in control. Priority 1. Put out the bloody fire. Job done.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
Thank you. Well, at least I'm not dead. Right. PDA. You can go back in and listen to all the messages that you get during this game. Just go along to that tab. First things first. Let's go and grab a medikit, which we don't really need at the moment. I think we'll keep it for now. Priority, if you look to the left, is we have 4 aspects that basically we need to monitor all of the time: air, health, food, and water. Priority, food and water. Air's a priority if you go in the water. Let's go and have a look at some.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
That's not good. Everybody's dead. Marvellous. Okay, so this is your life pod. Inside the life pod, we have a fabricator and a lot of sparking going on the left. Don't like the look at that. Here are your basic materials that you can go off and source. I'm not going to read all of these out, but we will come across most of them in the fairly near future. These are your electronic components. Most important in the short term is this one: water. And there should be food, but as we haven't had any yet, nothing's showing up. Then obviously you've got equipment and tools, deployables. The Sea Glide is probably the most important one of those, but we will need to make a waterproof locker because we don't have a lot of storage in our little life pod. So, let's go off and do a bit of investigating and grab some food and water. When you're standing outside and you're looking around, all you can see is the Aurora. There are a couple of things there, you just can't see them due to slight technical issues, i.e. rather bad pop-up. But in the water, everything looks gorgeous. So here's our first challenge. On the right hand side is a crazy fish that just wants to blow up and cause us all sorts of damage. So here are your resources. Oh, and just a small problem of a lack of air. Maybe we've got time to grab that one.
No, quick. No, quick.
I'm okay. Am I okay? Am I going
Please
to make
be
it?
okay.
Am I going to make it? Yes!
Oh God, I don't know how you manage that.
Well, luckily the game is a little forgiving. Where's the... Oh, look, here we go. Right, so these are your limestone outcrops. Normally you'll find things like copper and titanium in these. And titanium is our first port of call. Which is why, of course, I've got copper. And these are acid mushrooms. We need 2 of those because it will help us make a battery. But I've lost the importance again of air. So as you can see, you're out of air very, very quickly. And we need to collect things like a bladderfish.
New creature discovered.
That will give us...
Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
Thank you. So, this is poisonous gas released by that big weird beastie. And we need more air again.
Oxygen.
Okay, right. Oxygen. So, first priority is food and water. Obviously we can manage without the air if we don't stay under the water for too long. But there are 2 types of fish that are in the shallows that we need to get. They will give us food. Problem is, I need to find them. There they are. So this little one here is a... come here, you bugger. There we go.
New creature discovered.
Boomerang fish. So the boomerang fish gives you a reasonable amount of food and a touch of water. The bladderfish, nice name, gives you more water than food. But the one we really want is the peeper, which is yellow. There we go. Now we just got to try and catch one.
Oxygen.
Need oxygen anyway. Let's go and get the oxygen first. Come on, Mr. Peeper. Where did they go? Where did they go? There's one. I don't know why I'm swimming around holding... Okay, so slight diversion here because I've just seen these. These are metal salvage. And we turn those into titanium. And we need lots of titanium.
Junk.
Well, a bit of junk is okay, but I just need... Here we go, peepers. Come on, Mr. Peeper. Yes.
New creature discovered. Oxygen.
To the surface. Where has my lifeboat gone? Over there.
They're quite easy to get, so they've got giant eyeballs.
Yeah. They look weird, don't they?
See you.
They just dart to the left and the right. There is another way to get water. You can get disinfected water, which I will show you in the fabricator. The easiest way to get it is the bladderfish because basically it's just straight there. So we can now make water from the bladderfish, and we can also make food from the peeper.
The fabricator cooks small organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
Excellent. That's nice. Now we'll make a boomerang. Obviously not quite literally. Okay, so at the moment we have 2 things, pipes and air pumps. This is for much later in the game if you really want to. There are other ways to have air and power. Right. Let's make some titanium. So the salvage gives you 4 titanium, which is really quite useful. It's a decent way to get a relative amount quite quickly, and that's why I picked up the 2 acid mushrooms, because that and a piece of copper makes us a battery. Why do I need a battery?
New blueprint acquired.
Simple reason for that is that we need a scanner.
The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data.
Good. So one of the other things we need is the repair tool, because the repair tool will help us fix this sparking thing on the left. But we need silicon rubber and we need cave sulfur. But before I think I can actually do that without it, what I probably need first is the knife. Silicon rubber. So we're back to silicon rubber. That's fine. Okay. Silicon rubber you get from the creep vines and the clusters that are hanging off them. It's dark now, so that's never good.
Quite a good fire.
Maybe we could keep warm by getting close to it. Don't do that.
Laughing fish.
Yeah, it's great. So here are the creep vines, and if you can just look above the cursor, there is the clusters. So the creep vine will make some fibre mesh, which we don't need at the moment, but what we do need is pretty much as much of this.
Oxygen.
Oh, here we go. Luckily, this goes straight. Right. I suppose we can scan it, can't we?
New blueprint acquired.
So have we?
Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes.
So there's
Further study
scanned
recommended.
item that I hadn't got. So I've made a schoolboy error here, because the first thing that I should have done to stop an annoying message of oxygen coming up is to make myself an air tank.
You know, you need to do something about your oxygen. Otherwise, you know, you're going up and down like every 45 seconds out of walk.
Local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
Great. So now we have the increased problem, if we didn't have enough problems, of radiation leaking from the Aurora. That means two problems. One, it'll kill us, and secondly, we will have to make a radiation suit. We should now be able to at least an air tank. We already had the titanium for that. That was my schoolboy error. Now that jumps us. Sorry. That jumps us to 75 seconds of air, so that's good news. Right, and I think we still... Okay, so we can now make the silicon rubber. Yes. Right. Also, it makes fins, which helps us swim.
The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
Right, okay. Can I finish the bit about the fins? 15% faster! Yippee! And now, I can make a knife.
Calorie intake recommended.
I need food.
Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
We need to get one of these. Oh. fairly quickly.
They're
Because
quite hard to get, aren't they?
they just twist and turn. It's food until later in the game is challenging. So, for those that you don't know, we're playing this on Xbox One X. I partly mention that because if you were playing this on mouse and keyboard, moving quickly to the left and the right and getting these fish is probably a little bit easier. Right, we need to eat. So, there are copious information menus available. Everything that you scan will appear in here, and you can read it all. Some of it's really fascinating, some of it's just there as a bit of lore. Most importantly, we need food.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay. Let's take the health as well, because the little crash fish tried to blow us up. By now we should have another medikit ready. It's about 10 minutes, I think, to make the medikit. So, I don't know if it's got to daylight yet. Yes. Excellent. So, we need to get into a cave to get some sulphur.
Have you made the fabric? The pet?
That's what I need to get in the cave for.
The smoke's getting more and more, isn't it?
Yeah. To just go and find a cave and basically annoy what the game calls a crash fish. What I call is just an annoying, exploding, harassing fish.
You don't really call them that. It's the worst name for it.
Well, this is not a cave, but at least it's getting us some more to do. Oh! Where else? Must be a blinking caver. Got to just keep an eye on air. Oh, here we go. He went the wrong way, so that's good. Oh, there's another one! Oh, that one got me. That's not very nice, is it? Right. Cave sulphur. We need to go up. Up. Quick. Don't die.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that.
Well, just swim up.
Every time though, you run out of air and they give it to you.
Maybe they're being kind. Or maybe I just know how to time it to the right second. That's probably not true, but... Right, so we do have a little bit of cave sulphur, but it would be rather nice to get a bit more. What are we getting here? Oh, hello. Bit of copper. I think the cave that we need to go in is down there, but I think we will not do what we did last time. We're going to get the air now. Oh, hello, look, they're in there. Now they're all going to come out again. Whoa! Quick. Up, move! Oh, health. Now, hopefully, both of them went. Yes. Now. Did we even scan it? Oh, have we already scanned it? Clearly we have. There we go. Right. Come on, Mr. Peeper. Yes. So, back to the life pod. Let's go and make a repair tool. You swim slightly faster if you take any item out of your hand. So, particularly in the early part of the game, just on the Xbox, it's press B and that will just put whatever you're carrying away. should now be able to make the repair tool. Got the knife, haven't we? So that's okay. So here, and let's sort this mess out.
Lifepod secondary systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
Power! Yes. What it also means is that we can now repair the radio. All of the people that didn't survive can now send us a message. Great. Oh, there you go.
Radio online. Broadcasting emergency.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
Okay. So, what we don't know is whether that was
9 hours.
or 9 with a robotic stutter.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Well,
Don't wait.
yes, let's not wait. Well, if we wait, we're going to die. So, I need to just... Sorry, can't go exploring. I need to cook a fish. Okay, so we're not doing too badly. We've got an air tank, we've got a scanner, we've got a repair tool, we've got a knife. What we could... Let's just have a little look, see whether there's anything that I think... we've got more titanium, so... Make sure you... Ooh, we've got more. Maybe I should have checked my inventory. Okay, so what have we got in there? Copper. Right, copper wire. So one of the other things that we are going to need to build is we could do with a torch. That helps in the caves, particularly in the dark. Bad things happen in the dark, but luckily in the shallows, it's not really a problem, except for the exploding crash, boom, bash fish. But I've got the fins, so I don't need to make any more of those, but I could possibly do with the quicker you can upgrade your O2 tank, the better. So theoretically we need a piece of silver. Silver and gold, they're found in the sandstone outcrops. They are a little bit deeper. They're not too deep. You could get them without making the sea glide, but if possible it's best to do it when you've got the sea glide. But you can do it without if you want to just go straight to making high capacity O2 tank, because I think that jumps you to about 120 seconds of air. So let's... Well, we can certainly do the glass. Let's... Have we got any glass? Quartz, we've only got 1 quartz. What we need to do, because very quickly you run out of space. So to start with, you have nowhere to make storage lockers. The only thing that you can make before you start building any habitat is these floating. I would keep them all as close to your pod as possible, because they don't hold much. They're a bit annoying actually, but just stick as much as you can in there. That'll do as well. We don't need that. No, I don't need that at the moment either. I'll keep that for now. What I'll do, we should just be able to get titanium relatively easy. So, okay, so I think we just go off and do a little bit of that's copper again. Some of the tubes have... That's just... Is that...
Fish that's laughing at you.
Yeah. It probably knows things we don't. we could go a little bit further. I just want to try and get some glass. So to get glass, we need hello. We need quartz. There's normally quartz in the caves. There are some tubes around where you can get quartz in them. You can also do that. Get coral tubes, which we will need for something a little bit later. But I'm already down to 27 seconds of air.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
Not the fish, the plant.
Yeah. Brain coral, I think it's called. There we go. Right. So, we could just go and chase this bladder fish. Yeah, there is another way to make water. It just takes a little bit of effort. You do get more water, so it might be worth the effort. I tended to just stick with the bladder fish to start with, but you can make disinfected water. I think that might...
30 seconds.
No, not doing that then. Let's go again. Hence why you can see why upgrading to the high capacity air tank is well worthwhile as soon as possible. Hence why I want to get quartz, because if I can get quartz, that probably gives me everything I need. See any quartz? No. Oh, it's one of them. There's a piece of quartz, there's a piece of quartz. Come on!
Come on, bring it on.
Is an essential component of the repair tool.
Right, there was a piece of quartz in here. Saw it, there it was. We could get some more cave sulfur. You don't need much cave sulfur. Cane sulfur?
30 seconds.
Right, can't remember how much. I think I only need one piece of glass, and I think I now have 2 quartz, so we could just go and sort this out. That might just mean we've got enough. Grab this. Come on, Peeper. There we go. Right. So let's go back. A little bit short on water and food. One thing you'll notice as well, which can be a bit frustrating, is without realising you can end up much further away from your little pod than you realise. And what you think is 50, 60, 70 metres suddenly turns out to be 150 or 200 metres. Right, so we will make a bit of water. And a bit of food.
I like the way that the bladder fish just actually turns into a bottle of water.
It's cool, isn't it? Yes. Yes. Clearly.
Why didn't they turn the fish into sushi then? Why is it just the same fish but burnt?
I don't know. I didn't make the game.
Come on, fabricators, you should be doing sushi, I think.
Sushi would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Okay, so so we actually need 2 bits of glass, so that's great. So that's scuppered that idea. Not the 2 pieces of glass, it's the silver I've just noticed that you also need.
Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
Quantum detonation does not sound good. Sounds bad. But I think we'll call that a day for now. thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you could drop us a like, that would be great. If you've got any comments or thoughts, please put them in the comments below. And if you really like us, think about subscribing. That's it for today. Game Preacher out.